is December 9th. Happy Vlogmas. Although I was thinking about my Vlogmas, and there's absolutely nothing different between my CoronaVlogmas and my Corona Vlog except the background. And then I was thinking about, you know, December 26th, it's going to have the same background. You're going to have the same background for a long time. So I guess I'm going to do a lot of Vlogmases. Oh. This is take 2 because I did take 1 and I didn't have any room on my phone. So I went back to look to see, you know, what I had talked about last, and I couldn't even find the video. So I have to start over. But that's okay. Ora and I did not go out and about yesterday. She had a very frustrating morning, and she had more things to do, and she just said, you know, can I just come for dinner? I said, sure, of course. So I picked her up at 4:30. She had been around her great-grandchildren, and, you know, and they had masks on until they ate, and then they ate, and they weren't wearing masks, So we have instituted a little bit stricter with her for a few days just to make sure everybody's well, and so we wore our masks in the car, and Dennis set up some fans in the house, but we had a lovely evening, and he made a fire. And she's doing well. She's a little frustrated with some of the things she's trying to accomplish, but that's how life is. And she has, you know, things to do. So that's where she is. But we had a very nice evening, and it was really good. But she's in the car. She says, I need a drink. I'm like, you want wine or a caipirinha? A caipirinha. I'm like, okay. I make hers half strength, so. That was the kind of day she had, so that was too bad. But she was able to relax and have a good time here last night in front of the fire, so that's good. I opened my Advents. I have 2 Advents from DeevaaS yarns. My daughter Christy, who has the floss tube Christy's Corner, is a freehand embroiderer, and she says, she's the one who turned me on to DeevaaS for their Advent calendars, and she says that their cotton floss is the best cotton floss she's used, and she's tried lots of the, you know, fancy flosses from indie dyers and, you know, all kinds of stuff, and she likes DeevaaS best. So word to the wise, DeevaaS is a UK company. But I did not get their cotton. I got their wool floss and their silk floss. And the wool floss, I got light teal. Oh, which is very much the color of my sweater. The sweater I'm wearing is the one I made from the Amy Herzog class. So this is light teal. And the silk is called Dove. Trying to get a non-shine. That's a beautiful color. Chrissy, I told you yesterday, she's thinking about trying to design a bookshelf with books. If she doesn't do that, I might try it myself, because I think it's a cool idea. And where you, every day you embroider a book with a color that represents the day's high. And I was saying yesterday, I'm going to need 100 colors, and several of you very kindly reminded me that it doesn't have to be every single degree. Because quite frankly, I was sitting there wondering, how do we, you know, keep track of what the actual high is? I mean, I look at the, you know, weather to see what it says it is, and and sort of like, how cold is it when we take our walk? So I think I'm going to be doing mine. How cold is it when we take our walk? But the suggestion was you could have each color be a range of degrees, 5 or 10 degrees, so that you only need 20 or 10, 12 colors. And I thought the 5 degrees would work better for the look of the bookshelf, to have 20 different colors of books on my bookshelf. I thought that would be better, because you're going to have, you know, lots of areas where you have, you know, 4 or 5 books all the same color. They could be like those fancy sets you used to buy. You used to buy, or your parents used to buy, you know, from wherever on TV, with a, you know, beautifully bound, you know, leather or whatever. Anyway, so there'll be a set. So thank you for the suggestion of having a range, because it hadn't occurred to me to have a range. And, you know, and I was like, I don't even know how I know what the high is. But I'm not even going to worry about the high. It's going to be like the temperature at dog walk, because we tend to look at the temperature before we're getting our coats on to try to figure out what to wear if we haven't been outside yet. Anyway, thank you for your help with that. That was really great. So then I have the L'Occitane Advent, and I got shower gel. I got verbena shower gel. Now that translation makes me know that the hand gel that I got earlier was verbena. I was guessing that it was. I didn't put any of that on. I have a feeling that I can't wear it, but I think I could I could use shower gel. Now, I don't usually use shower gel, to tell you the truth. I have a couple of knitting friends who are soap makers, and at the moment, I'm using their soap. But Jerry, if you watch this, I'm running out of my soap, which I really, really like a lot. And she gave it to me last year. She and Sharon both gave us soap last year when we were in Rhinebeck, and I didn't start using it right away because, you know, I don't know, I didn't want to waste it. It was special or whatever. Finally, I'm like, you know what, I'm using this soap, and I'm almost out. Crafty Toads time. Oh, I didn't bring over my my cowl to show you. I'll go get it, don't worry. Give me color, girls. Give me color. Let's see what we got. We got color. We got color. And this looks like a gray base. Oh, this is very pretty. Oh, it's sparkly. We've got sparkle. We got sparkle. They were having trouble this year with their supplier because of COVID, and they were having trouble getting minis. They were having trouble getting anything, I think, for a while. And yeah, they don't have sock toad. I don't know if they even have it in yet. Maybe they do. But when I bought the yarn for the girls' boxies, I didn't get sock yarn. I got wool, just superwash wool 100%, because they didn't even have their sock. They couldn't get it. So anyway, that's why the Advents ended up a mix of bases. So this is sparkle. Well, that's pretty. That's pretty. Huh. That'll go in my cowl very nicely. Thank you, ladies. Day 9. This is my Advent from Megan. So Megan tells me, and I found the paper. So this is 9. This is Mistaken Identity. This is their theme this year is Hallmark Christmas movies and themes that you hear, and they say, our colors are named for all the familiar tropes of one of these movies. So this is Mistaken Identity. Yesterday's Jazzy Colors was, well, that's awkward, and this is Small Town. So I found my paper. I also replaced my bowl with another bowl that I love. I did not make this bowl. I made the blue bowl. Did I mention that? I made that blue bowl I was using. This is bigger, but to tell you the truth, it's not as much bigger as I thought it was. But it'll be fine. So, so it turns out the Little Wool Company is all of the colors that Megan made me that I've shown. All those blues are sister colors, and the beautiful gray from yesterday, which got tipped into the bottom of this when I dumped it in here. This beautiful gray from yesterday. These were all dyed by Megan, and this was the yarn. That's the base of those. They're all the same base. So. Ooh. Dyed by A.N. Is that you, Megan? Annie Nana? For a Christmas project for my Nerita. Nerita must be a... Oh, ooh la la. Must be a pattern name I'm not familiar with. But oh, you made yourself a fancy sweater, girl. That's a beautiful color. I have to wait till the afternoon to do these so I get good color, but this is beautiful. I think this is gray. This is brown. This is a brown, a yummy gray brown. Oh, nice. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. Now I got to think about what I want to do next. Well, I have... My tree is going to be so well decorated. Oh my gosh. You're the best. You are the best. Ooh, another bird. Now she's going to have to tell me what this one is. And I forgot what that flower was. It's the Maori word for yellow is the name of the flower from yesterday. And it's the kind of and she said that the wood pigeons eat that flower. How fun. All right, Megan, what's this one? Oh, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. All right, I gotta go get my... So the girls are being nice and quiet here. I preemptively blocked off the front door so nobody can go and look if they want to see what's going on outside. They have to go outside. So far, so good. Okay. So I added the wild color from yesterday to my cowl. I really like this color. This was a case where the toads put in two 10-gram mini skeins. So I only had to wind 10 grams, which turned out to be nice. So here is what my cowl looks like. So that jazzed it up and changed its character a little bit. It's getting a little too bluey and pastel-y, and it's not that anymore. So, where the heck is the new color? Huh. I just rummaged in here a little bit, but I don't see checking Maisie's bed. I don't see the new toad color now. Hold on. It's like I'm living in Bizarro World. I seriously couldn't find that yarn. I even went outside to check to make sure nobody took it outside. But I found it. But I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, I need to figure out what direction I'm going on this. It's also driving me crazy. I had some little balls in my bin that were coming apart, so I'm going to put them in my bag. I was probably in the middle of a scintillating thought when I panicked. Sorry, puppy. I didn't mean to blame you. I did literally go out, check the backyard. So I've gone from all bluey to bright and yummy. Now this has green in it, which means I could do my next row. I have another row, another set of the lacy part, which will tone it down a little bit, and then I could bring it into, well, maybe I don't want to tone it down yet. Although this would be beautiful in the stripy section too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and have a think about what goes next. Oh, that would be kind of wild. What comes next, because I got to do it today, but I've taken a turn for the change, and now I have to figure out what comes next. So anyway, I'm happy with how it looks. I just am not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. So, but you can see that I did my daily knitting last night. I also worked on my socks. They're coming along very nicely. Ooh, and I'm gonna cast on today. I am gonna cast on a cowl for Dennis. He, his coat, well, he's lost a lot of weight, and his coat is too big for him, but it's really warm, and he's had it for 100 years, and he loves it. So he still wears it, but it's kind of open around his neck, and the wind comes in. And I have a cowl that he, excuse me, man down. That won't last on the floor very long. Mini. That he wears occasionally, but he doesn't like to wear it. And he can't find his scarf, and I told him I can't knit you a scarf that's as fine as the one you have. I might be able to, but I don't want to. I don't want to knit a scarf. But the reason he doesn't like cowls is when his hair gets long, it bugs him. It like tickles his ears and it drives him crazy. Well, the man hasn't had a haircut since COVID started, so his hair's really long. I mean, we are 2 months away from a ponytail. So he fixes it very carefully every day so it doesn't drive him crazy. And he wears hats, no problem. But when he takes off the cowl, it just messes up all his hair because it's a close to the neck cowl. So I said, well, I could knit you a cowl that buttons. So you put it on like a scarf, but it's a cowl. So it's like a tiny scarf with a button. And then it will act like a cowl, but you could button it and you wouldn't have to bring it over your head. He said, oh, that would be great. So So I'm designing a cowl for Dennis, which is going to be a long rectangle that tapers at one end and has a big buttonhole, and then has a button over here. Button. Bob's your uncle. So I was talking about yarns with him about that, and he thought alpaca would be great. So I have tons of alpaca. So I'm gonna maybe use the alpaca. I have double. It's a DK weight. Use it double on a smallish, for that bulky yarn, smallish needle, and just do garter stitch. And he'll have a cowl for the roaring wind. It's always so windy at the park where we walk the dogs. It's way windier there than it is anywhere else. So that's and I think I'm gonna just cast that on this morning while I'm thinking of and writing my notes for my podcast. I will be recording my podcast this afternoon. It may not go up today. It may go up tomorrow, depending on Dennis's use of his computer, because I edit on his computer. And so the reason I'm ready to podcast is I finished the dress. It looks so cute. Here's the dress with Peppa Pig. I ended up not putting pockets on because I was tired of sewing, and it was more gathery than I thought it was. So I didn't put pockets on. But I think it turned out really cute, and I have a Peppa Pig mask for her to send along. I was thinking I was going to put the Rick Rack on the mask, but then I thought better of it. So I'm not going to put the Rick Rack on the mask. And I'm hoping my daughter-in-law won't take my name in vain. This is a bitch to iron, let me tell you. I hope that she's okay with Sammy being slightly, softly, rumply in this dress, because that's how it comes out of the dryer. I mean, it's really nice when it's nice and crisp, but oh my gosh. If she feels like she has to iron this, I'm going to feel terrible, because it really is hard to iron. But it turned out so cute. I'm really happy with it. So I sat and clipped all the threads last night while I was sitting here with Aura, and it's ready to go. So I got to find that mask that I made a while ago. And so all the Christmas presents that I'm sending, I have all the components of Isabel's present. So now I just need to make her card with the unicorn on it, and maybe stamp a few cards, stamp the unicorn on a few cards for her, because it's going to be a hard stamp to actually use. So I'll get a few stamped for her so she's pre-stamped. And I'm going to wrap each component of her present separately so she has lots of packages to open. And I'll wrap Sammy's mask separately from her dress. And I'll be ready to go. I just need to, Christy was going to get a gift certificate for Rich for me for the local bookstore, and I don't know if she's done that, but that's going to go in with Rich's fingerless mitts and Christy's boxy, so their presents are ready. So it's mailing time. Aura has something to send the her great granddaughters, so I will make sure I get that before I mail off the package. But the package is mailing tomorrow. I should be able to mail tomorrow. Now that'll give the packages 2 weeks to get there. It should work. It should work. So I'm feeling good about that, but I just need to make the Christmas cards for everybody. And off they go. And a birthday card for Christy. No, girl, no. No, go outside. Maisie go out and bark in the backyard. Apparently it didn't work as great as I'd hoped. Anyway, Christy's birthday is right after Christmas, so. So those are the plans. I have to, now that I've finished making the presents themselves, it's time for me to work on cards. And I've been watching my card videos and getting ideas about cards, and I'm getting kind of excited about making cards. And I do want to cast on that cowl for Dennis. Keep working on my advent cowl once I figure out what the heck I'm going to put on next. And go from there. And since my girls are on the alert and barky, I will let you go, deal with them, and I will see you. I hope you're all well. Celeste, I hope your mother is well. She tested positive in the quick test for COVID, but they had doing the longer serum test or something, and hopefully the quick test was wrong. Keep your fingers crossed. My friend Lisa's husband has COVID. Luckily, they are not currently together. She's near her mother, so she isn't being exposed, but it's bad out there, folks. Stay in and knit or crochet or whatever the heck you're doing. And take good care of yourselves. Be careful. Please be careful. And I will see you tomorrow. So stay safe and stay sane.